Right, we're going to install this Ghost Lady 3.5 pound trigger in my EDC Glock 19. First, I'm going to remove the ammunition source. Alright, check the chamber. Chamber is clear. Alright, there's the easy way to remove the slide. Got your strong hand here. You just kind of pin it back with your thumb. Then you got the slide release lever or takedown lever right here. And then you just hold that down, pull the trigger. That comes right out. Alright. Let's see here. There's all the parts. Alright. Go ahead and start right here. We're going to remove the buffer spring, drop the barrel. Alright. So now, got the back plate right here. The easiest way to remove the back plate is you put your Glock tool right here and you just push forward on this little plastic piece just a little bit. And then I'm sliding with my thumb. And then I'm going to keep my thumb in place. And then you heard that little click. And remove the Glock tool right there. That keeps this plunger and this little spring right here from launching out across the room or sticking you in the eye. Alright, there's the firing pin assembly. So now we're going to pull, this is the plunger out, plunger rod. And then here is the little safety mechanism. So I'm just going to push on that. See how easily the extractor slides out. Pull that up. There's this spring. So this spring goes right inside the little safety bar here. So I'm going to put the old spring over here on the side. Here's the new spring. That just inserts right down in there. I'm going to set that here. So we're going to swap out the firing pin spring. Easiest way to do that is we're going to put the firing pin assembly in upside down like that. That's going to hold it into place. Set that straight up and down, and then I'm just going to pull that down right here. Here's the flush cups. See right there, you kind of want to do this kind of fast, because if not, like, the spring kind of cuts in your fingers, and you know, you have dainty computer nerd fingers like I do, because I do graphic design for a living and photography. So anyway, kind of hurts, kind of a pussy. I'll drop that new firing pin spring down. So sometimes it helps to push the slide it all the way up as much as possible. I'm gonna just pull that all the way down. See how that stays up? That leaves room to drop these flush cups back in. Keep in mind, hold that spring in place so that doesn't launch. Alright, that's where you need it. Now we're gonna drop that in where back. Actually, before we do that, we're gonna put the safety bar with the new spring right here. Alright, so now I'm pushing that up. That makes space, makes it easier for the extractor to drop right back in. That holds that into place. We can drop the plunger rod, metal side goes down. There's that. And the firing pin assembly with the the new spring, and that just kind of slides in. Alright, and get the back plate, little back cover. You just take this and you just want to keep forward pressure with your thumb. We'll slide that first piece, and then you push the plunger spring down, and then that slides in place. Alright, that's all the parts that go in the slide. We can drop the barrel back in. Okay, that's all back together. Okay. Alright, we're going to take this apart so we can install the trigger spring and the Lady 3.5 pound trigger bar, or trigger connector. So we're going to start out, we're going to pop this top pin out with the Glock tool. Just kind of push forward on it, pops right out. And this one, this lower pin, the easiest way to get it out, this is the trick that I've kind of learned, just kind of self-taught, is you push forward on this. While you're pushing forward, you want to toggle the slide release with your other finger, and then it should just pop right out while you move that. See how easy that comes out? And there's the rear pin. Okay, now there's a little metal block. You just pry down there. That pops it up and out. Cool. Now the whole trigger assembly should just lift out like that. So now we're going to unhook this. This just kind of bend it up, and it kind of wiggles out. And then going to unhook the spring from the back right there. It's the old spring. So alright, we're going to put the new spring in. The easiest way to remember how this spring goes in, it's kind of like a pig. The pigtail goes out and it curves back, and the dick points out front. So we're going to hook the curved tail, and it's just going to go in through that little hole right there, straight out the back. Then here's the old trigger connector bar. There's a little spot. You can take your Glock tool and just push it out. Right there, pops right out. So there's the old one. There's the new one. Put the old one over here. There's a new one. That tab right there slides right in. Want that flush. And then you take the trigger, trigger shoe connector, and then that just kind of slides right in. Alright, to get that back, you just kind of put the front in, kind of tip it back, slide that into place. Alright, that's all back together. Get the Glock frame. Here, take this, we're just going to line that up. Just slides back down into place. I'm going to put the little metal block back in. I'm going to take the rear pin, just slides back in. I'll use the back plastic part of the Glock punch, put it into place. Alright, now I'm going to put the smaller upper pin into place. That should just slide right back in. Alright, now we'll take the slide release lever, drop that right back into place where it kind of naturally fits, and then push that in. Should just slide right back into place. If you get any hang-ups, just kind of feather that a tiny bit. And slide release, move that up and down. That just kind of helps it fall into place. So, all right, all the pins are back. All right, got the slide. Let's see, we'll do a function test. Pull the trigger. I'm going to keep the trigger back. Let that go. Yep, trigger reset. Good to go. Trigger's a lot lighter. All right, so that's how you install it.